I'm really grateful to Commander Das for organizing this, inviting our distinguished guests from Sri Lanka and Maldives, and having young scientists from prestigious IITs. Well, I think the presentations which they made, even for a layman like me, I'm a non-scientist in the company of all scientists, were very illuminating and must say very revealing. So I I find them like new startups in the area of the maritime field, and they should be encouraged and promoted in that spirit. Well, MSP has been very much in the reckoning nowadays, much talked about issue, and I feel that just as we need land use planning, uh, which has been going on for forever, we need ocean planning as well, and I think that need cannot be overemphasized. So whatever that takes, we need to do that, and I think the uh, today's papers came to know some of the conclusions were drawn towards that they need to be utilized. I don't know whether satellite imagery can be adequately used for MSP. Um, MSP, I think, is basically in shallow waters, so there it can be easily utilized. That is something I don't know, but I think we need to look into various possibilities of MSP data, and I think the digitization which MRC has undertaken for MSP can be further expanded. Your whole UDA is based, I feel, on sonar technology. Sonar use is very important in that. Now, sonar, as one of the papers showed, the prevalence of sonar in due to shipping as well as due to uh, waves and other movement of the animals, sea animals. These are two different things. My question is there any legal framework for regulating sonar sounds? Sonar, because sonar uh, gives us the facility to know the movement of what movement inside this ocean. And we have today ISA, which goes into the seabed authority. There is a regulator. Now you have BBNJ for borders beyond the national jurisdiction. Something to do with the just as now considerable discussion on oil splits, how to regulate solar. That could be one more, I think, point which can be thought of. There's a layman, I think, like that. In the Bay of Bengal, my own observation for many years has been that there has not been enough exploration or extraction for natural gas as well as hydrocarbons. And now, in the last 15-20 years, there has been sufficient development of technology which should enable, I think, greater exploration. In your papers also this afternoon, I find that there is now discussion going on about uh, monitoring satellite uh, based sedimentation. Now, basically, natural gas and hydrocarbons are found in sediment. So, is there any utilization of this new technology towards this end? This is a this is a matter of considerable importance given the geopolitical importance that Bay of Bengal region is now acquiring. There are considerable opportunities in that area, whereas we find that the level of development in terms of resource resource utilization in Bay of Bengal has been limited, and how your techniques, UDA techniques, can be utilized, I think could be a very useful study. So I think today's webinar is really very important in the sense it has provided ideas for practical utilization of natural resources of the oceans. And when we talk of MSP or blue economy, that is the main objective. And therefore, I really congratulate you, Commander Das, and I would like to again felicitate all the young scholars and scientists on their very enterprising ideas and research. One point which Dr. Hassan from Maldives mentioned about illegal fishing, I think this is of great importance to India. And combined, I think, as he mentioned, with illegal or the drug smuggling or the arms drug smuggling, etc., how we can tackle this problem of illegal fisheries. Uh, India is a member of the Tuna Commission, but as he pointed out, uh, the illegal fisheries in Indian Ocean goes on unchecked, and countries which are far away from India, they are taking the advantage of that. So this is something, an area which again MRC can uh, go into and some produce some studies on how to check and arrest illegal fishing. So thank you very much for inviting me and listen to all these interesting studies. Thank you.